If there is one car that divides opinions, it's the Jeep Renegade. And in 2027, it might finally change that, or sink its own reputation for good. Jeep decided to fix what everyone was complaining about. They brought in a 48-volt mild hybrid system, refreshed the looks, and upgraded the interior. But the question is simple. Is it finally good, or does it still fall short? Stay with me because there are details here that might make you give up on the purchase or run straight to the dealership. The Renegade has always sold well, no one disputes that, mainly because of its boxy, robust look and an off-road proposal that no rival truly delivers. But over time, heavy criticism started. High fuel consumption, just okay performance, and a price that's increasingly hard to justify. That's exactly where the 2027 Renegade MHEV comes in. Starting with the looks, Jeep made the kind of change that seems small but makes a difference. A new, more closed-off front grille, redesigned bumpers, updated lighting, and new wheels, but without touching the car's DNA. In other words, it still has those round headlights and that classic style you recognize from a mile away. In the rear, the X-shaped taillights remain with subtle adjustments, keeping the identity. Now inside, that's where the evolution is clearer. The interior is much more modern, with a redesigned dashboard, a cleaner look, and better finishing, getting closer to the Compass and Commander. It also features a faster 10.1-inch central touchscreen, a digital cluster, wireless charging, rear air vents, and even Alexa integration in the top trims. In other words, it finally matches the competition in terms of technology. But let's get to what really matters, because here is the turning point: the engine. The 2027 Renegade continues with the 1.3-liter turbo T270 engine, delivering 176 horsepower and 200 pound-feet of torque. It's a familiar engine with good low-end torque, but now with a 48-volt mild hybrid system. This adds an auxiliary electric motor that helps during takeoffs and acceleration, reducing engine strain and improving response, especially before the turbo kicks in, reducing that lag many people feel in daily driving. But here's the truth few people tell you. Don't expect more power. It's still 176 horsepower. The engine isn't for performance, it's for efficiency. In practice, the 0 to 60 miles per hour remains around the 9-second mark. It drives well, but it's not thrilling. Then comes the most expected part: fuel economy. With the MHEV system, the improvement is between 10 and 15%, especially in the city. This helps a lot in urban use, but it doesn't turn the Renegade into a benchmark, mostly because it's still heavy, weighing over 3,300 pounds. In other words, it improved, but it's no miracle. It also keeps the 6-speed automatic transmission for the FWD versions and 9-speed for the 4x4s, plus the all-wheel drive on the Willys version, which remains a huge differentiator because practically no rival delivers true off-road capability in this segment. Now pay attention to this part because it's decisive: the price. The 2027 Renegade starts around $23,000 and can reach nearly $34,000 for the top-of-the-line versions. This is where many people will think twice. In this price range, it faces rivals like the Hyundai Kona, Volkswagen T-Cross, Chevrolet Trax, and even the Honda HR-V, cars that are generally more fuel-efficient and more rational. So why would anyone still choose the Renegade? The answer is simple. It's not the most logical choice, it's the most rugged one. It's tougher, bolder, with more off-road capacity and an identity that none of these competitors can copy. But not everything is perfect. The mild hybrid system doesn't make miracles. The fuel economy might still lag behind some rivals. The trunk remains small, and the price can be a heavy hit depending on the version. So the decision is clear. Do you want a rational SUV or an SUV with personality? Let me know in the comments, would you buy this mild hybrid Renegade or would you go straight for a full hybrid? And leave a like because this kind of no-nonsense analysis you only find here. In the end, the 2027 Renegade MHEV isn't a revolution, but it might be exactly the adjustment it needed to stay relevant.
Whether that will be enough or if it arrived too late, only the market will tell.